So here's a quick video of some alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. Here's my M-Forgery, my AR pistol with the Sylvan. M-Forgery has the Law Tactical. I wanted to switch those and remove the Sylvan and put it onto another pistol where I have, and move the Law Tactical down to the AR pistol. This is a quick video of some of the issues I ran into after I thread bonded the Law Tactical to the M-Forgery with their tightening tool. So just a quick video. You guys tell me what you think. So what's up, guys? It's a couple of my guns. Just kind of an update. So this is the Sylvan Arms folder, and over here we have the Law Tactical. This Law Tactical was actually on this M-Forgery, but I removed it because I wanted to put it on my AR pistol, which I again had this. This is another pistol lower, but this was on here, and this was on here, and they give you in the box this little bitty wrench to tighten it down with, or whatever you want to call this, but I apparently over torqued it and bent this to hell to where it would no longer release the Law from the M-Forgery. So I actually had to kind of devise my own tool. This is a lock that came with the Ruger 1022. Don't know if you can see that, but anyway, so what I ended up doing was filing down one side of it to where it would fit. This is pretty thick metal. It's definitely thicker than this, but this wouldn't bend as that would. So I filed down, and all this damage in there is actually from using the piece that came with it. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but that is from using, give you a good shot, that is from using this thing, and it's slipping and just gouging and chewing up all of the metal in there, so it would no longer work. But this, once I filed it down enough, I was actually able to get in there, and I attached a crescent wrench to it. I was then able to pry that sucker back out. Didn't use any Loctite, none of that. It was just literally brute force threaded to the aluminum. But of course, like I'm saying, it was on the M-Forgery. But I was finally able to pry that sucker far enough out to where it would come off. It never fully retreated from the threads. The entire adapter came off as one piece, but this insert that they give you, that metal collar, actually stayed inside of the unit, but it still came far enough off to where it would back out. If this thing will focus, and I was able to pull the piece off and attach it to the pistol. So that was a good thing. And then I had to reinsert this with the crescent wrench and spin it back down. But it actually did come off. The reason I wanted to take it off of the M-Forgery and attach it to the AR pistol is because, I don't know if you can see it really, but it actually is a decent amount shorter. If I can line these things up. It's actually a decent amount shorter when all's said and done, and it saves me about 1/4 of an inch, maybe a little bit less, when it's inside my bag. So I wanted to switch it over to where this one now folds and gets to its maximum compact size. And the M-forgery, even with the folder, the law on it, was still too big for the bag that I normally put it in, so it still has to break down into two pieces either way with the pins out, so it wouldn't have really mattered if I had it on there. So finally figured out a way. It took me a while to get a tool, and I just so happened to have this Ruger 1022 lock that I was able to make work. Now, all of this damage doesn't matter because one, it's not seen, two, it will not affect the function because the plug, give me a second here, grab this thing, the plug still fits in just fine, and once it's locked closed, the entire bolt carrier will still come through there without touching anything. And lastly, try to do this with one hand holding my phone, but as you can see, it's not going to touch anything as it goes through there. I also cleaned up any burrs, so this is smooth as silk. I'll just have to make sure I keep it oiled until I can get some a new finish in there, but there's a decent scratch there. But overall, there's a scratch there. Since it was kind of brute force locked with this thing and it slipped and just gouged the crap out of that metal ring in there, there was no way it was coming out of there. But I'm overall happy with it. Shrunk this thing down just enough to where it fits easier into the bag, doesn't print as much. While this one, like I said, still has to be broken down, so it's going back to a regular normal configuration. And that leaves me with a second folding unit that I can now use to build hopefully a pistol caliber. I'm going to get rid of this rinky-dink brace in the back here. This thing kind of sucks, but it serves its purpose for now. I can build this into a 40 Smith & Wesson AR pistol, hopefully, to go with my favorite caliber, Glock 23, 40 Smith & Wesson. Now, do a quick video. I installed night sights on this thing and the TLR1. I'll do a video on these things a little bit later, but this one's about switching these over. So if you eventually have issues with that like I did, where it just kind of thread bonded the steel to the aluminum, where there's a will, there's a way. You may have to think outside of the box, literally, to get it done, but it is possible to pull a law off once it's on. Peace.